B.J. Brown killed his wife and shot a policeman. The man who, according to the police, was responsible for the shooting death of a lady in the Treme area during the middle of the day is currently the target of a manhunt in rural Tennessee. The same individual, known as B.J. Brown, is also suspected of shooting and injuring a police officer during a traffic check in a smaller community west of Nashville. Cassandra Jones was determined to be the victim by members of her family. They allege that Jones and Brown had a relationship in the past. Hey folks, welcome back to Crime Point. In this video, we are going to find out the search for the alleged New Orleans killer finishes in the Tennessee hills. Let us dive right in. In today's video, we will be discussing B.J. Brown, a well-known basketball player from the United States who competed in the National Basketball Association. He graduated from a private high school as well as a private college to complete his studies. He started his professional life at a very impressionable age. Due to the fact that he has millions of followers across all of his social media channels, including Instagram, he has a well-known presence on social media platforms. He's a basketball player from the United States who once competed in the National Basketball Association, or NBA. The 6 feet 11 inch, or 2.11 meter, 239 pound, or 108 kilogram center/power forward was taken by the New Jersey Nets with the 29th overall choice in the 1992 NBA draft after playing college basketball at Louisiana Tech University. However, he did not begin his career in the NBA until the 1993-1994 season. After leading the Celtics to an NBA title in 2008, he decided to call it a career and retire from the league. B.J. Brown's age. Do you know how old he is? B.J. Brown is a man of African descent who possesses brown eyes and black hair. He will be 32 years old this year. He has a height of 5 feet and 6 inches, and his weight is 152 pounds. He is referred to as W0968790002 in the computer database that is maintained by the National Crime Information Center. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has issued a Tennessee Blue Alert for the whole state of Tennessee in regard to B.J. Brown. Brown is wanted for questioning in connection with a first-degree attempted murder charge brought against a law enforcement officer by both the Aaron Police Department and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. He possesses a wide range of skills and abilities. Throughout his life, he has accomplished a great deal. A man who is accused of murdering a lady in New Orleans, traveling to Tennessee, and then shooting a police officer there is currently in arrest. The shooting occurred in Tennessee. B.J. Brown suspected of killing a lady in downtown New Orleans, and then later that same day, he allegedly shot a police officer in Aaron, Tennessee. Both shootings took place that same day. The city of Aaron published a photograph of Brown that was obtained after he was apprehended as a result of a manhunt. Brown's wanted for murder in the second degree by New Orleans police in connection with a shooting that took place on Monday in the 1400 block of Iberville Street. The incident resulted in the death of one person. Tennessee manhunt. Brown's also sought for allegedly shooting a police officer from the town of Aaron in the state of Tennessee at the night. During a traffic stop at Highway 149 at Substation Loop, Brown allegedly fired shots at an officer who was stationed in his car, as stated by the Aaron Police. Throughout, a search party was dispatched to look for Brown in Tennessee alongside Highway 149. When they finally located him, he was brought to jail. The incident resulted in a manhunt that lasted for 30 hours after the suspect connected to the shooting fled his vehicle into the woods, according to the authorities. They noted that the suspect had been located thanks to the assistance of several agencies from Tennessee and neighboring states in tracking him down. According to Susan Nyland, a public information officer for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, the B.J. Brown has been charged with attempted first-degree murder. This information was provided to us by Ms. Nyland. Also, according to Nyland, Brown exited his car and was instructed to get back in before he reportedly began shooting at the officer, who was still sitting in his cruiser. Nyland added that the officer was still inside. The officer that was involved in the shooting has been named Daryl Tibor, who has been around 1 year of service with the Aaron Police Department. This information was provided by Mark Moore, the chief of police for the Aaron Police Department. After a gunshot and subsequent search for a suspect in connection with the event that took place in Aaron, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation issued its second Blue Alert of the day. During the altercation, the officer opened fire, and Brown, who was still holding the weapon, ran into the nearby woods, according to the authorities. After being transported there, medical attention was provided to Tibor at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center. During a news conference, Houston County Sheriff Kevin Suggs stated, "Chief and I are very proud of our personnel. Things got off to a rocky start, but in the end, we were able to work out a satisfactory solution." Sugg asserted that the agency lived up to its pledge, which was to make the arrest in Houston County, and that the promise was met. Brown's now being held within the confines of the Houston County Jail. According to a release from the TBI, investigators are currently working separately to understand the sequence of events that led up to the incident. This investigation includes gathering evidence and conducting interviews. To assist the Office of the District Attorney in evaluating whether or not the officer's conduct was appropriate, the relevant facts of the case are now being gathered by the relevant agency. During the news conference, Moore stated that an investigation would be conducted, which will include interviews as well as a search for the weapon that the police suspect that Brown used. Sugg said that he was able to speak to Brown in the morning after being on the run for several hours. Sugg stated that the individual appeared to be extremely fatigued and he was hungry. He really didn't say anything, and it was obvious that he and the law enforcement officers around him were both exhausted. The effects of this were felt by everyone. According to Sugg, a mental health examination and a check for injuries were both performed on Brown by the medical personnel at the jail. And according to the records filed in the case, approximately 1 minute after the initial incident, Brown fired numerous shots at the police officer as he ran away from the area. When questioned by the TBI officials later, the officer stated that he was still sitting in his patrol car when Brown began firing at him. After suffering many gunshot wounds, the cop was sent to the hospital for treatment. After some time had passed, the TBI issued a blue alert for Brown. So what exactly is a blue alert? A blue alert is a nationwide alert that is issued when a law enforcement officer is murdered, critically injured, or reported missing following an encounter with a suspect who is on the run. Developing a blue alert system is the responsibility of each individual state in the United States. In 2008, Florida was the first state to implement such a system, and in 2015, President Obama signed a law that mandated the Department of Justice provide assistance to other states as they develop their blue alert programs. An alarm following the first, or yellow warning, in which air assault looks possible, is the definition of a blue alert in both the military and civilian defense systems. Where did the blue alert come from? The Blue Alert Network, which was established in Texas on August 18, 2008, is where the phrase blue alert originated. This system was modeled after one that had been developed earlier in the year in the state of Florida. At the time, it was referred to as Law Enforcement Officer Alert, or LEO Alert for short. The color blue is commonly linked with law enforcement in the United States and is commonly worn by members of the police force. This is most likely where the color blue came from when Texas created the Blue Alert system. According to the paperwork filed in the case, Brown's been charged with attempted murder in the first degree, and his bail is set at $5 million at this time. And that's going to bring us to the end of today's video. Feel free to let us know what you think about the video and what you think about this case. And if you like the video, please leave us a like and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Hey, we thank you for spending time out of your busy day with us today. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on that bell icon so you're always updated when we have new uploads and updates to our channel. Thanks again for spending time with us, and we'll see you in our next video. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.